What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Courtyard Shenanigans. Listen, I know I've been gone for about a good 2 months. Wait, no, a month. Because the last time I talked to y'all, I was debating if I was going to go to the Beyonce concert, the Renaissance World Tour. And yeah, I went. And it was thebomb.com. When I tell you I had a blast, I mean, a blast was had. When I tell you, can I just talk about that for a little bit before we even get into the episode? I don't even have a classic tip of the week. I just want to tell y'all about how much fun I had to tour. And I'm not even going to be long on this, I promise. But I had been debating if I was going to go or not to the point to where for months I was like, nah, I'm not going to go. But then I thought about it. I was like, people make things be so much deeper than it actually is. And I'm so glad I went. I had a blast. When I tell you, it was like I took 9-year-old Anthony from 2006 with me. It was like a combination of just happiness, joy. It was just so positive. I've been to plenty of events. I've been to wrestling events. That was my third Beyonce concert. My first one I went to was the On the Run one with her and Jay-Z in 2014. And then I went to the On the Run 2 with her and Jay-Z in 2018. And both of those concerts were fun. But the Renaissance World Tour was, I don't want to say life-changing, but wow, I just felt so good and liberated about myself. And it was just positive vibes. Everybody was just vibing. And to be in a room with 40, 50,000 other people in the AT&T Stadium, and they're coming to see the same person that you like to listen to and sing to. It was just very positive and fun, and I'm so glad I went. And and I got some really good seats. I'm not even finna get into that right now, but I was on the flow. Like me and Beyonce, we saw each other. I feel like she saw me. I don't know, but I was on the floor. So yeah, I just wanted to give y'all an update on that. But we're gonna get into the episode this week. And the title is The Sensational Mess. Alright, y'all, welcome to the Courtyard. Let's go ahead and get into this episode titled The Sensational Mess. Now, this term had just been ringing through my head for the past maybe good 1 to 3 weeks. I don't know, but it's been ringing in my head because that's what a lot of people like to focus on nowadays is this sensational mess. Not anything positive, not anything, anything that's worth paying attention to. They just like the sensational mess. Instead of people checking on you and making sure you are right, or trying to see why you made a certain decision on your life or whatever, they don't care about, the reason why. They just care about the fact that she left. That is the sensational mess. Oh, he left, she left because of this, or he left because of that, or he or she made that decision because of this or that. Not knowing that it could have been something behind that reason that maybe you just wasn't comfortable sharing with them just yet, or maybe it was something that was outside of your control, no matter what the situation is. But people don't care about that. They like the sensational mess, the hot topic for their moment, so they can, run with their own narrative and be like, well, this person wasn't ready, or this person wasn't for real, or this person was this person was that. No, that person may have just, got tired of something. That person maybe just felt like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm appreciative for what she did do, but maybe it's just time for me to go another way. I don't know. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's what the problem is with the world now. People don't care about other people and what they're going through. People take things personally and they throw you to the side and not even care that I made this decision based off of this, or I made this decision based off of that, or this decision was not even a decision what I wanted to make, but I had to do what I had to do. Check out the last podcast episode. I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? People don't care about that. They just care about the hot topic. They just care about the fact that you made a decision that they made a decision that, what am I trying to say? The decision that you made, they had no control or, no power in it. Because people like to control you. People like to, I'm not even going to say manipulate you, but people like to, if you're not doing what you want them to do, then they have no use for you. And they throw you to the side. That's what people do. And, the moment where you make your own decision, or you don't put on a facade for them, then it's like it's the sensational mess. Oh, this person wasn't real. Oh, this person wasn't serious. Oh, this person wasn't ready for this. Oh, this person wasn't ready for that. That's what they try to pin on you. No matter if it's a job, no matter where you are. People are always going to be focused on the sensational mess and try to make it seem like you are maybe the bad guy, or the decision that you made was the wrong decision. But you cannot tell me, or whatever decision anybody makes in their life, you cannot tell them that it was the wrong decision to them. They felt like they had to do what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? But people like drama. And let me tell you, okay, so let me inform y'all what I feel like sensational mess is to me. My definition of the sensational mess basically is what is the latest, I guess I could say, drama, or the latest thing that we can talk about that can be perceived as drama, depend on one person. That's what I feel like it is, So that's the sensational mess. Whatever is deemed negative to more than one person in a setting that they can all get together and talk about regarding that one person, that is the sensational mess for the moment. And people tend to focus on that instead of focusing on why this person made this decision, on why this person felt like they had to do what they had to do. Instead of seeing, okay, maybe it's something going on. Let me check on them and make sure they in the right headspace. But no, people take everything so personally, which causes it to be the sensational mess for the moment. That's what the sensational mess is. And it's people, because I'm trying to think, I've learned to stop taking things so different. What's the word? I just said it. How's my mind going blank right now? Personally, I've learned to stop doing that. But in the past, I was in the sensational mess. If me and one other person felt like, oh, this person did this because of this and that and X, Y, and Z and 1, 2, 3, then we got together and we talked about it. But I've stopped doing that because I don't like when people do that to me. I don't have time for drama. I got time for a lot of things. Because I got to stop saying that. I got time for a lot of things. I got plenty of time for it. I'm just not going to make time for it. Okay? So a lot of y'all keep saying y'all ain't got time for something. We let people know, I got time for this. I got time today. But guess what? I'm not gonna make it for you because my time is too valuable to be engaging in the sensational mess for the moment. How about I go check on the person and see what's wrong with them and see, make sure they are right, make sure they're in the right headspace. Let me try to, I'm not gonna beg for them back, but let me just see what's going on. Let me just see what's going on for that moment to see if they're alright. Because it's probably not even nothing wrong. It's probably not even nothing against us. It's just something that they're going through for the moment. So how about we just go lift this person up to get them back to where they need to be. But people don't do that. They like to focus on this sensationalness, no matter what it is. I was talking to one of my friends, and I was just telling him, how frustrated I was that my podcast is not where I want it to be or to where I feel like it should be. And he was like, well, you gotta cause some controversy. Let me tell you something about me. This is my podcast. And even though, because I got a lot to say on that, I'm not going to cause controversy. There are enough podcasts and TV shows that pinpoint and entertain drama and controversy. So I'm just going to get lost in the mix with that. Me causing controversy on my podcast will be one of the fakest things I would do, because that's just not who I am. I always tell people I don't want negative attention. I like positive attention, okay? So I'm not going to make time to cause controversy on my podcast just for a couple of clicks. For one episode to get a click. And then after that, they don't care no more. Because that's what people do. You know why? Because that is the sensational mess for the moment. That's what it is. And I'm not finna just have one episode be popular because of drama. Because people can do so many positive things, but the one negative, the one drama, the one controversial thing will outshine every good thing you've done. And I refuse to be in that. There's enough people that do that. I'm not finna be lost in the mix. There's plenty of podcasts that go in on celebrity lives, that talk about drama. It's plenty of TV shows on network television that do that. There's no need for me to enter into that field, because there's not anything that I'm interested in. It's just not. So why would I entertain the thought of, being in drama? I'm not finna be, that's a follow the leader kind of, mindset to me. I've never been a follow the leader thing. Not since I've been an adult. Not maybe as a kid, maybe in middle school. I say middle school or whatever. But I've never been a follow the leader kind of person, especially with my podcast. It's like Beyonce said, and this is a quote that everybody should live by. If you feel like you're not where you want to be, or you feel like everybody is just not where you think they should be with you, Beyonce gave this quote to two artists that she is mentoring or was mentoring that's under her label. She told them, don't dumb yourself down for the world. Let them catch up to you. Eventually people will catch on to you and be like, you know what? This man right here is really talking some real stuff right now. Cause I can just easily open my MacBook, put my microphone in, put my headphones on, find out the latest gossip from TMZ or whatever, and dissect it and bring somebody over here who is just this messy, and we can talk about that. I got plenty of friends who would love to do it. I got plenty of people who want to be on my podcast, but I'm just like, no, that's not what I do. That's not what Anthony does. My podcast is to help people, to lift them up, and to have people to stay out of this sensational mess. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know what it feels like to be on that other end of the person of this sensational mess. So let's say it's you versus 7 other people. They don't know what you're going through. And this is why people need to keep your mouths off of people. Because you don't know what the next person is going through, struggling with, or trying to do. You don't know. You don't have a clue. You could get a clue if you would reach out to somebody. Sometimes you got to reach out and touch somebody. If you reach out and check on somebody, it's not begging for their attention, but just, you know what? Let me check on this person, because this is not them. Let me see if they're all right, because this is not them. This is not what they usually do. People don't care. People don't care nowadays. They don't care what the next person is going through, what the next person's mind space is like. They don't care about that. They care about the negative. They care about the negative. They take everything and they turn it negative, no matter what it is. They take everything, they turn it negative, and they make it about them and the people that they're around, which makes it this sensational mess, because it's like, boom, all right. Next person, let's go ahead and go to him. Now let's go ahead and make a drama about him and whoever is around him or whoever's around her or whatever. And I just feel like, at some point, that should get tiring. At some point, you got to put the mirror up to yourself and be like, okay, what is going on? What should I do? If the same thing is happening over and over, then it clearly is not them. What I say in that other episode, it ain't them, it's you. Let's look in the mirror. And this is not to bash anybody, but this is for everybody. I've had to look in the mirror plenty of times and be like, you know what, Anthony, get yourself together. Stop focusing on them and focus on you, and you'll be in a much better space. That's just what I'm saying. I'm not making time for the sensational mess in my life. I'm sorry. I got a lot of other things that I'm trying to fix and deal with. And I just feel like, people just don't care what the next person is going through. And it's sad, but you have to find your tribe. You have to find the people who really understand you. Find the people who really want to understand you. And find the people, let me tell you something. If you're in a setting somewhere where you do not feel comfortable and you do not feel like you fit in, then you don't. And you have the right to leave. You have the right to leave the setting. You have the right to leave the space. You have the rights to do that. Because I have a freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want to say, whenever I want to say it. I'm sorry, I just had to add that in there. But it don't matter if you were at work, at a family gathering. It doesn't matter where you are. If you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like you don't belong, 9 times out of 10, you don't belong. So leave. You have the right to get up and leave. Any place you don't want to be, that you feel like you don't belong in. If you don't feel comfortable, leave. It don't matter. If you feel like you want to leave early because the vibe just ain't right, then leave. It's nobody's business. And who cares what anybody has to say or think about you? Do what you got to do to make you happy, you comfortable, and keep God in your life first. That's most important. That's my opinion. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter what decisions you make. People are going to talk. They're going to make it the sensational mess. So you might as well do what makes you feel happy and comfortable. But always keep God in your life first. I just want to emphasize that. Keep God in your life first. I'm just saying. That's what I do. People are never going to be satisfied with anything you do. You can come to work every day. You call out that one day and they mad. So now you are this. It's the truth. It's facts. You are the sensational mess for their day. Why? So and so call out. We need them today. We need to hit our numbers today. We need to hit this quota today. We need y'all here every day. So guess what? It don't matter. You can come to work a whole month straight. Every day work overtime. The whole month of October. But that one day in November, when you have an emergency, you got to leave early, come in later, or just not be able to come in at all, you're going to be the sensational mess for that day. You know why? Because people, like I said earlier, people don't pay attention to the positive things that you do. The moment that you do something negative, and I'm just going to say it's negative in their eyes, and more than one people's eyes. That's what they're going to focus on. That's what they're going to pinpoint on. So guess what? You're going to be the topic at the next meeting. You're going to be in, somebody's conversation and whatever. At a family gathering, your name is going to be the one that's brought up. You're going to be the sensational mess for that day, the week, or the month. Until the next person does something that they don't agree with. That's just life. But as humans, we need to stop focusing on the sensational mess. Because let me tell you something. I don't focus on the sensational mess. Because I am the sensation, okay? I am sensational. You know what I'm saying? I'm thebomb.com. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. I'm sensational without the mess. So, I'm not going to allow people, and none of us should allow people to make us their sensational mess. But if they do, then you know what? Let them talk. Because at the end of the day, you just got to know who you are. You got to be comfortable with whatever decision you made, and you got to stand on it no matter what nobody's saying. No matter what a group of people say when they get together about you, you just got to be able to stand on what you believe, stand on how you felt, and keep it pushing. Nobody's going to make you, it's nobody's job to get you out that pit but yourself. You pray to the Lord every single day, and you got to get yourself out that pit. Because guess what? While you're in that pit wallowing, those people who are making you the topic of their conversation, they don't care. They don't care. You're in the pit crying, wallowing, all of that, and they're just talking about you because you're the sensational mess for the moment. You know? And little did they know while you were there, you were still in the pit, putting on a facade. And see, when you get tired of putting on a facade, it's just like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm just going to let things flow. And long as I get to my destiny, I'm alright. You know? Because like I said before, it's too many Indians and not enough chiefs around here. When one chief see another chief, they're instantly threatened. So they try to treat you like you an Indian. But it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work because you're a chief, but they're trying to suppress you. But after a while, you be like, nope, I'm not an Indian. I can't be controlled. I won't be controlled. I'm only gonna be controlled by the Holy Ghost. That's it. Not man, human on this earth is gonna control me. I have to go through my things myself, I guess. You know, no matter what decisions you make, people gonna talk. They gonna talk regardless. You can drop a chip on the ground and throw it in the trash, and they gonna be like, boy, you could have ate that. It was only 2 seconds, not 5. Seriously. You can buy a 55-inch TV, and somebody can say, but you should have got that 60-inch. It was cheaper. Maybe I didn't want a 60-inch. Hello? People are gonna talk. I mean, people gonna talk. You could buy you a 2020, what? I'm not even gonna say a car. I mean, y'all know what I mean. I ain't gotta give an example. People gonna talk regardless. People is always gonna have something negative to say. I mean, it's just the truth. You know? So do what makes you feel comfortable, but always keep God in your life first. I'm just saying. Keep God in your life first. That's what I do. You know? Just don't make time for the sensational mess, because you never know what the next person is going through. You never know why they made the decision that they made. You never know what kind of situation that they're in right now to where they feel like they had to make that decision. Reach out to somebody. You ain't got to kiss they behind. Now, if you keep reaching out and they keep giving you the hand or nothing, then you just be like, then you can be like, okay, you know what? I tried, but I'm going to leave it alone. But if you ain't reached out at least one time to see if the person is okay, or to see why they made this decision that they made, you know, then you're forever going to be, you know, taking things personally, because you already made up in your mind that this was personal. So therefore, the next time somebody does the exact same thing that I did, you're going to be like, oh, well, another one did me wrong. No, another person didn't do you wrong. Another person just had a moment of clarity. That's all that was. You weren't in the moment of clarity. We just had a moment of clarity. I just had a moment of clarity. But yeah, that's all. It's not always about you. It's not always about us. Trust me, it's not. I promise you. I've learned that being friends with people like my friends like Kyle, or you know, people I've hung around as of late, or this whole year. It's not always about you. It's not always personal. People have things going on. Let them go through their things. You know? So that's what I've learned. So I need a lot of y'all to learn that yourself. You know? Even I've learned people like, are you okay? Are you mad? No, I'm not mad at you. I'm just tired today. I'm just tired. I work every day. Almost every day. I'm tired. I be out late at night. I'm tired. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm just tired. I'm not tired. I'm tired. Not tired. I'm tired. Truth is, I'm tired. But no, seriously, just don't take everything personal. That's all I'm saying. And don't engage in the sensational mess. Be sensational. Let them be in the sensational mess, but you walk around and be the sensation. You just be you. There's a lot more people that love you than hate you. I promise you that. Even your haters love you. They just don't know it yet. You better come on, Anthony. It's cold up in here. But we're near the end of this podcast episode. The term sensational mess was just running through my head. I was just trying to figure out what I was going to talk about earlier. And I said, oh, We can talk about the sensational mess that people love to entertain, the drama. What's the scoop this week? What's the drama this week? How about we find out how to get people out of drama? How about we take out the word mess and make the next person as sensational as us? You know what I'm saying? Let's uplift each other. Let's stop all the negativity. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me. And for y'all to get on the radio and say that I'm going in on the girls, I don't go in on the girls. And you've never even seen my book. I'm sorry, that's a Nene quote. Y'all not gonna understand. It's really inside joke between me and my coworkers. Cause we got to see this episode, and you're already on YouTube. When you get the chance, just search Nene versus Candy radio interview, and on the thumbnail picture, it's going to be a picture of Nene in purple and and Candy in yellow. That whole interview is hilarious. Nene said, "You don't have to like me. I'm not asking for your friendship. You dig? Now, hold on. I know that could be deemed as a sensational mess, but that was 14 years ago. Nene and Candy are cool now, and it's just something to laugh at. And that was just lighthearted stuff. Okay, but nonetheless, from now on, my episodes is just now going to be uploaded to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and all that. I'm not uploading on there, not right now. It's going straight to YouTube because more people have access to YouTube than they have to Good Pods or Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever. So it's going to go straight to YouTube. It's more accessible. I can really see my growth on there, and I want to interact with y'all. And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I feel like I was just rambling, but I hope it was good. Let's not focus on the sensational mess, but let's focus on being sensational. Let's not focus on the drama that's going on in the moment, but let's be the moment, the conversation, the good moment, the good conversation. Let's do that. And on that note, matter of fact, it's cold. Okay, let me update y'all real quick. It's cold in Dallas, Texas right now. It is and I'm hungry. I ain't ate all day. I'm finna go to Waterburg as soon as I finish editing this. It is 41 degrees outside, and when I gotta get up and get ready for work at 5 o'clock and be at work by 6. So by the time I get up, it's gonna be a good crisp 30. Let me check. It is going to be 39 degrees outside by the time I wake up, and 38 when I get to work. I'm trying to debate if I'm putting on my poncho. I don't know yet. We gonna see. But on that note, I hope y'all have an amazing or marvelous Monday. And keep it classy. I am he is me. What's my name? Anthony. Keeping it real with Anthony.